Unbelievable. AI has completely changed the way we make videos. Instead of jumping between ChatGPT, image generators, video generators, Premiere Pro, and dozens of browser tabs, what if you could build an entire cinematic AI film inside one workspace? That's exactly what I'm testing today with Buzzy. From a simple prompt, I'll generate a complete screenplay, create consistent characters, build a storyboard, adjust lighting and camera angles, and render the final video, all without leaving the same canvas. Let's see if it can actually replace the traditional AI video workflow once and for all. Hey everyone, welcome back to Nextcope AI. Today we're taking a look at Buzzy, an AI video creation platform designed for creators, marketers, and filmmakers. Instead of treating AI video generation as one single prompt, Buzzy breaks the whole production into visual steps that you can actually control. That means your script, characters, scenes, storyboard, and final video all stay connected inside one workspace. So instead of just talking about the features, I'm going to build a complete cinematic AI short from scratch and see how everything works. I'm going to start with a very simple idea. A lone explorer discovers an abandoned futuristic city where an ancient AI has been waiting for centuries. Normally, I'd take this prompt into ChatGPT and ask it to build a screenplay. Inside Buzzy, I simply paste it directly into the canvas. Behind the scenes, Buzzy uses Gemini Omni to expand that simple idea into a complete production script. Within a few seconds, it creates a structured story with scene descriptions, visual directions, pacing, and camera ideas. Instead of getting a wall of text, I now have something that actually feels ready for production. I'll quickly scroll through the screenplay so you can see how Buzzy has already organized every scene, camera direction, and production flow before we move on to the visual creation stage. If I want to change the tone, shorten scenes, or adjust the pacing, I can simply edit the script directly inside the canvas before moving to the next step. Having the script connected to the rest of the workflow is actually a huge advantage because every step that comes next is based on this structure. Now that the script is finished, it's time to create the visuals. This is where Buzzy starts building the foundation of the project. Instead of opening a separate image generator, everything happens right here inside the canvas. I'll generate the main character first. Buzzy supports advanced image generation models like NanoBanana 2 and GPT Image 2, giving you different options depending on the style you're looking for. Once I'm happy with the character, I can also generate a 3-view reference, showing the character from different angles. This might seem like a small feature, but it's incredibly important for longer videos. One of the biggest problems with AI filmmaking is character consistency. The person looks completely different every time you generate a new shot. Here, those reference images help the AI understand exactly who this character is, making it much easier to keep the same face, hairstyle, clothing, and overall appearance throughout the story. Now that the main character is ready, I'll also generate the environment where the story takes place. With both the character references and scene references prepared, everything is ready for the storyboard stage. Again, everything stays connected to the same project, so I'm building an entire visual world instead of creating random images independently. Now we move to what I think is Buzzy's biggest feature, the canvas storyboard. Instead of writing another prompt and hoping for good results, Buzzy transforms the script into a visual 9-square storyboard. Each square represents a different shot of the final movie. Once the storyboard has been generated, I'll first split the 9 grids so every shot becomes individually editable. Now this is where you have much more control than most AI video generators. If one shot needs dramatic lighting, I can adjust it. If I want a low-angle cinematic camera shot, I can change that too. Need a close-up instead of a wide shot? Just update that frame without affecting the rest of the project. The storyboard also continues using the same character references and scene references created earlier. That means every frame stays visually connected. Instead of random AI generations that feel disconnected, the entire sequence feels like it belongs to the same film. Everything is visual, which makes refining the project much easier than constantly rewriting prompts. Now comes the fun part. Once the script, characters, environments, and storyboard are ready, I'll simply generate the final video. For this workflow, Buzzy uses Seedance 2.0 to turn everything we've prepared into a complete cinematic sequence. After the rendering finishes, Buzzy synchronizes the script, storyboard, character references, and scene references into one cohesive video. The movement looks smooth. Camera transitions feel natural, And because everything was planned inside the canvas beforehand, the final video maintains much stronger visual consistency from beginning to end. Instead of fixing broken scenes afterward, the planning done inside the canvas really pays off. Now, let's compare the results. On one side, we have the storyboard we created earlier, and on the other, the final rendered video. You can clearly see how the camera movements, lighting, scene composition, and character consistency are preserved from planning all the way through to the finished cinematic sequence. Before we wrap up, I also want to show you Buzzy's new Seedance 2.5 page. Seedance 2.5 is the latest generation model available on the platform, bringing even more cinematic quality, smoother motion, and improved controllability. So once you've built your assets and workflow inside Buzzy Canvas, you can also take advantage of Seedance 2.5 for even higher quality video generation. Now that we've created an entire project from scratch, let's take a look at everything else inside Buzzy. This is the Buzzy homepage. One thing I immediately noticed is that it's not just a generator. There's an entire community full of projects across different categories. You have short films, music videos, commercial ads, AI ASMR, product videos, studio portraits, posters, faceless content, and even marketing campaigns. What's nice is that you don't always have to start from a blank page. If you find a project you like, you can simply copy Canvas, replace the assets with your own, customize the workflow, and generate your own version instead of rebuilding everything from scratch. It's a great way to learn from existing projects while dramatically speeding up your own creative workflow. After using Buzzy, I think the biggest difference isn't that it has more AI models, it's the workflow. Instead of constantly switching between ChatGPT, image generators, video generators, and editing software, everything stays inside one visual production pipeline. The canvas makes the entire filmmaking process much easier to control, especially if you're creating cinematic shorts, advertisements, product videos, music videos, or longer storytelling projects. I also like that you're not locked into one model. You have Gemini Omni for scripting, Nano Banana 2 and GPT Image 2 for image generation, and Seedance 2.5 for cinematic video creation, all working together in the same workflow. If you're serious about AI filmmaking or content creation, Buzzy is definitely a platform worth exploring. If you'd like to try it yourself, you'll find the link in the description below.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more smart AI tools. This is Nextcope AI. See you in the next one.